Hello, hello. Got a 5th-6 matchup with Ashley Julian. That A will get removed momentarily. Kira North. Race to 5. Looks like Ashley won the lag. Good solid contact there, but it looks like it comes out dry. Decent opener on the 1, depending on if she's able to hit it full enough and get something out of the 3-2 interaction. Not terrible, but not ideal. I don't know if it goes by the 7 ball here. I'm going to draw a line through the edge. Yeah, maybe be able to trickle that in, but man, that's a tough shot. Probably going to elect to play some sort of a safety here. And 7 ball was playing big there. Could try and bank the 2 into the 5. Yeah, that's what she's calling. Kind of running the cue ball into the 3 and hope the 2 stays around the side pocket. Does. I think that ball's deep enough in there that you can kind of hit it a little bit thick and avoid the 6 and the 7 unless you want to try and break it out now. Yeah, which does look out. Cue ball. It's okay. I wonder if you got enough angle to slide on over for the 4 ball. Does. Kind of like just holding the ball here, and you can play the. It's a lot of distance to hit the 6 that thin to try and get the 7. And she's sizing up, just stopping right there. Shot. Hard to control what was going to be the end result of that interaction. It was a nice carom to get it to go. She might try and run the cue ball back up onto the 10 ball from here. Does. Comes up a little bit short. Tina Julian in the chat saying, "Let's go, Ashley." Thanks for jumping in. Pretty long and straight. 8-ball's quite a distance beyond the side pocket, so if you're trying to play it into the side, you're gonna have to draw back into this area in here. It's a long draw shot. Yeah. Tough. Ooh, might have doubled up. Might have left it pretty funny here. I don't think it goes by the 8. Draw a line from the edge. Yeah, it looks like it's pretty well covered. Might just try and roll up on the 8-ball here. Touchy from this distance. Pretty containing. Consolation beverage. Nicole D just lost a Hill nail biter. Playing the bank. Kind of lends to a nice two-way shot. Drag the cue ball up into this area here. Oh! Looks like it was tracking right for the pocket, too. Ashley with an opportunity here to run these 4 balls to put the first score on the board. Gets a pretty decent angle on the 8-ball. Maybe track up with some inside. Get fairly straight on the 9. Tester here for first game of the match always has a little bit more nerves. The anticipation of the wait between rounds. Shots like this weigh a little heavier early on for sure. Wow, what a strong, confident stroke there. Great shot. Oh, no. Oh. Such a great stroke shot on that 9-ball. Kira drops the 10-ball down to get the first score. gets one ball down, completely hooked on the one ball where one ball's pretty close to the pocket, so it's tougher to push out, especially when you can't push up table and get underneath of it. Push out. She was trying to get into the 7 ball there, but this leaves it long right on the edge. It's getting corrected. Yeah, if you're just tuned in, we're in the back end gonna alter Julian's name where that A should not be on there. A little typo. Nice shot there. I'm gonna get pretty straight on this 3. Man, does very well. This angle, she might elect just to hit directly into the 3, stomp it, and kind of let it track down towards the pocket softly. That's very workable too. Oh yeah, smart. I'm sitting here still stuck on the side pocket. That's a hole in my game for sure. Get pocket committed to where I was intending. Sizing up, getting above the shot line to be able to work down table for the 7. Wonder if she got far enough to get to the bottom angle here. If not, it's always kind of coming into this rail with inside, tracking down below this 10, or you can also just come straight across here and let it kind of more naturally develop. Very nicely done there. Nice shot there. Ashley with that 10 ball ties it up 1-1. I was being quiet there because the first rack After a great shot on the 9, the 10 ball was missed by Ashley, and I didn't want to put any juju or any of that. That's a bad. Oh my goodness. I apologize. No, not old language is not welcome here. Bad presence. With any sort of thought out there of that previous 10. Bears down. Pocket it. Because I think that 10 ball was a little bit more pressure inducing than the first. Big break. Cue ball goes around. Finds upper pocket. Very unlikely scratch there. And man, this is some odd clusters. This rack is laying very awkward. Our tech support guys are on a customer call right now. Ashley's last name will get that typo corrected as soon as they're done, and it will upload to where it will stay like it was that way from the beginning, so it will get corrected. Yeah, and hit that share button. Get this 5th-6th matchup shared out there to the different pages. John out there rooting for Ashley. See what Kira can come up with in this rack. Yeah. Went for the break out there. Kind of didn't give up much with this rack. Kind of those lie in wait scenarios of got 2 clusters that got to get solved before the out's available. I don't know if there's possibility of getting your cue ball into this 7-3 and getting safe. Oh, beautifully handled there. Ashley, really nice shot. Solves one of the issues and gets a safety in return. This is a tough one to get safe, kicking one rail at this ball. It's the only real line that I see. I mean, you could go up table 2 rails, but that's not going to happen. Lots of ways to sell out a shot. Pretty hard to get a return safe here. But she does very well. Almost pocketed that ball. Kind of retied up the 7-3 a little bit. I like the 2 rail, even though it's a soft rail. Look at how you want to come into that ball. Likely going to be something like this. What she was shaping out, so that way the cue ball doesn't get hung up underneath to that cluster. It's got a good line. Got a great line. Get through. Oh, great effort. Sorry, I was just putting in the chat that typo will get corrected, so that way it's just not me speaking to the folks who are currently in the chat. Anybody coming in will be able to see that in the chat. Get into a little moving game going on here with that cluster. I like that play a lot because whenever you're kicking at a ball that's close to another, it's much more difficult to predict how things are going to come out. Getting our tournament director over here to watch the hit. Should be pretty clear unless it happens to come up real thin on the 10 ball side of things. This is just a wait and see, buckle up type of a shot. Yeah. Got into him good. How did the cards fall? I think that the pocketing angle's available, but man, jacking up and trying to stun draw backup table, not easy if the pocketing angle is even available. On table 4, we got Andy Camping and Stephanie Dirac. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly, but they're playing right now. I can't see who's up, but they're 1-0 right now. Looks like Andy just went up a second game over there. You can check that out on Tyrell's stream. If you got 2 streams going, want to sweat the action. Long reach for Ashley here to try and draw back up table with the crutches. A big ask. That's pretty good. It's manageable. It's out there far enough that you could kind of draw with some outside and come into the top side of the 7 while pocketing it and let the kind of 7 track near the pocket. Might be able to hold this up with inside, but all of that cuts down on the pocketing. Gets almost parallel on this 6 ball. Might play the bank, fade over for the 6. See what Kira decides to do. Does play for the bank, or drills it with position. Might have to play underneath of this 8 ball. I think that you can hold above it. Might have to kind of let it track underneath, but that's a pretty awkward positional play. See, killing it with inside. Pretty tough to hold for that ball. After the bank, little awkward positional play here. See what she's able to come up with. Does go to get underneath of it. Is this going to size up the 8-10 carom or combo? Tough. If it's available, I think the carom leads to a little bit safer result if the 10 does not go. But either way, it is no hanger. 10 balls off of the rail a good ways. Could always play the safety here too, but see what she comes up with. Plays it, and it trickles in. What a shot. Oof. Nice shot from Kira there to take it to 2-1. Hey, I just noticed they got done with their customer call. The typo has been corrected. Thanks to you guys on the back end. I know from the last two matches that I was watching, this table's breaking tough. There's a lot of dry breaks. The balls behind the one were not cooperating with the side pockets. Holds up just enough not to be too hampered by the 7 ball. Pretty natural position to just roll forward for the 3 in the opposing bottom left corner. Gets pretty flat. Might be able to kind of nip, draw back. Looks like that's what Ashley's looking at. Might have enough of an angle to go forward. No, I think she's digging into this ball. She is. I like that. Oh, 7 balls. Trying to get into queuing awkward position in this game, but she's negotiating it. I like Ashley walking around and looking at these angles that she's going to be getting on her next ball, even though they kind of are the obvious position. Just make sure that you get on it in a way that's more favorable, because with distance. Yeah, nice. So you can kind of roll this ball in and take the 7 in the top right. Oh, Slightly overcuts that. Got a little bit of an angle on the 7. Feel like it's going to be tracking towards the 9 with a rolling ball. Might have to kind of stun around it, maybe, or roll through it. Yeah, got just by it. Very nice. Ball needs to go a little bit. It's fairly straight, but I think you can cheat the pocket pretty easy. Track along this line here. Kind of fall into this area. Does really well. Very nice shot. Kira with this 10 ball to take it to 3-1. Give a little shout out to our sponsors. The official tour sponsor of Littman Lights, official apparel sponsor is Jam Up, and we're very grateful that Silver Star, in a short period of time, made themselves available so that this event can happen here at this location. Great food, 21 diamonds, I believe. Got two 9-footers as well. I think this place is just expanded in the summer. Almost doubled their table size. Staff has been very accommodating, friendly, and helpful. Yeah, once again, this table is breaking really tough. Another dry break. 10-ball break is anything from guaranteed, but this table in particular, last couple of matches this morning, has been unrelenting in its balls pocketed after the break. Gets a little thin on this 2-ball. Gonna be tougher to control where your cue ball is going. I think you kind of have to maybe take it slow and just let it kind of be up into this area and take the longer shot on the 3. Not going to give up anything there. Really tough ball to kick at when it's close to the pocket like that. Because anything on this side of the ball is almost guaranteed to scratch. Pocket feels like it plays 10 inches wide over there. Might give a little swerve shot around the 4. Nice. Nice hit, because, like I said, anything further to the right of that gets dangerous. Doesn't sell anything easy out. I think soft rolling and letting the cue ball kind of track over by the 3 and leaving the 2 ball up here is most likely the play. Getting a little bit more aggressive. Is it going to get? Just gets there. I like that. Worked a little harder for finding some sort of coverage on the 2. Just gets there. Coming to the short side, pretty hard to get a return safe unless you pocket the 2 or play it at some pace. If you get too deep underneath there, you got to watch out. Cue ball tracking up near that pocket as well. This is a tough ball to kick at. Can she see an edge of it? No. Nice solid hit. Is it gonna? Oh. Yeah, it's a tough ball to kick and get a return safe, but made really nice effort of it. A good safety by Kira warrants fruit. I think she's enough off of the rail. This is pretty flat. Might be able to just miss the point with some outside and kind of track towards the 4. But if not, might just have to stop it there. Oh yeah, she got lots of ball to work with, actually. Got into that ball a little bit more, I think, just to kind of allow it to stun out away from the pocket. Cue ball got away from her a little bit. Playing the bank. I think soft rolling it. Oh no, going around. It's gonna bounce out enough to get coverage. I think there's enough of the 4 to slice. If not, she can elect to take it up into the top right. But position on the 5 has lots of traffic. I think if she can slice it into the side, she's gonna like kind of coming more at the 5. Maybe run into a few balls and just kind of see what you get out of it, because it is such tight margins. It's gonna find the window. I think it just rolled past it. I wonder if she has enough to slide between the 9 and 5. I'm gonna draw some outside edges. Yeah, I don't think so. Tough ball to kick at. Might be able to slide between the 6 and 10. Come underneath of it. Does. Gets a good hit. Gets to the rail. Yeah, if you can back cut this and run full into the 9, let it kind of track towards the 10, you might be able to hold your cue ball in the vicinity of the 6, but that thin of a back cut, it's a lot going on in that shot. Could elect to play safe and roll the 5 between the 6 and 10, but she's elevating up. Be kicking it between the, yeah. Oh, a couple of really close attempts at the bank. Could really pocket the 5 in the top right, bend your cue ball back with some outside, let it track back up here, because that way it kind of guarantees a look at the 6, but gotta really have the speed just right to have that bend happen in time. She does absolutely wonderful with that shot. If I had Patrick Nix in here, we'd be hitting the buttons for a little applause or the cha-ching, because that was well executed. A little bit. I'm almost considering, yeah, going all the way up and rolling forward for the 7. Might track a little close to the 7. Oh, 10 ball. No way. Don't tell me that. Oh, that is brutal. I'm basing my reaction off of Ashley's reaction. That was one of those shots where you're like, how do you roll into it from that line and it hits the ball and still hooks you? Probably gonna have to go rail first, kind of kick across it. You call the pocket, but you're more likely just letting the 7 track back up. Well negotiated from a bad roll. Always can appreciate when a player can still slow kick a ball after getting a frustrating roll. When your frustration's high, it's hard to dial it in a lot of cases. Knowing she wasn't going to get any sort of a hook, just not wanting to sell out a shot. Good decision making from a tough spot. She's going to play the bank and kind of let the two-way develop behind the 9-10. Watch out, cue ball. This gets up low enough. Might be affected by the point, but I think stayed high enough where I can shoot directly at the 7. Pretty tough lane, though, to be shooting at. That's the natural safety of taking your cue ball back up this way. Side pocket comes into play where the points can kind of take away the distance you're looking for. Probably hit it thin enough to Maybe just clear the side pocket. Let it track out here. Cue ball is probably going to go back like this. Would be ideal. Nice. I think the 8-ball got in there. At least to take away the potential of the cut. Might be able to see the right side of the ball. Went for the bank. It's going to track into the pocket. Probably going to get this one back with the way the 9-ball rolled in front of the 9. I don't think that there's an edge of that 8-ball available. Maybe go rail first, but I think that's going to come across the face of it too much. Might have to just try and soft kick, and obviously if you can kick and go at it, if you're trying to like pocket this ball, let the 8-ball track up. Cue ball comes back out by the 9-ball would be the most ideal, but this game is anything but that precise every time. Tough ball to kick at. I don't think the 8 goes by the 10. Let's draw a line of centers, or outside to outside, which definitely does not. Pretty funny. Might be able to slice the 8 up here, put a little bit of draw, track here with some outside. Head in that direction. It's asking a lot out of a close proximity shot. Could just roll up on the 10 too. I think that's what she's electing to do. Needs to slow down a little bit. Perfect. Well done. Much simpler, easier to execute, and just as productive of a safe there. I'm gonna size up the 1 rail. Probably going to go in behind it, I would think, with a soft kick or some pretty good base. Yeah, she's lining up to try and kick it in. It's a good 1 pocket shot. You can kind of get right about in here. Cool thing is if you hit it good where it's tracking towards the pocket, cue ball kind of tracks up that way. Nope, going to the dart. Oh no. Just gets it off the table. All right, Ashley with an opportunity to run these 3 balls out to shorten the deficit. It didn't go in, but it's a very difficult position. I don't even think you can shoot this direction to go 2 rails. I think you're forced to come 1 rail at this. Try and come up on the short side. Maybe pocket it. If you're Efren Reyes, I guess you could shoot out and bend around. Very tough position to be in. Kind of actually like calling it into this pocket, kicking along, trying coming back underneath of it. Just plays as a bigger ball that way, and will have the potential of creating distance. Good point, Grant. For a right-handed player, massing is much more difficult with the rail being involved there. Let's see. Going 1 rail at it, it looks like. Gets, oh my goodness. That's 3 really tough rolls that I can recall that Ashley has had go against her. Yeah, Grant, ouch indeed. Body language saying did not get out of that where she was open, tapping right in here where she was looking to get to. Got to come with it shot now. I don't think you can roll this in just because it's tracking pretty close to the pocket, so I got to put a little bit of a stroke. Get it above that corner pocket. Oof.
What's up, Trevor? Sorry to barge in. Hope I didn't startle you.
Welcome in. Thanks for on the back end getting that typo worked out. Appreciate you guys.
Yeah, we're updating the system soon to where the players can just edit on the tablet. But currently, once you put the names in and you start the stream, you can't change anything unless you stop the stream and start anew. You don't want to do that, so we can change it on the back end. But we're going to make it to where you can edit it from the tablet, which will be kind of fun. It'll be a nice little addition coming soon.
Yeah, we got a little player break. I'm going to actually try and get through these sponsors while we got a little action in the happening.
Go for it. Thank you.
All right. We got EvoSports. Thanks for tuning in, y'all. We're having a good time out here. We got Pacific Northwest Pool thing. They're doing live streaming out of the Portland area. Kova Coffee. ICA training system. It's a table projector system for doing drills. It's a really cool system. Check it out. We got Players Club Limited BCA League out of Seattle. Rose City Billiards BCA League out of Portland. Players Sports Bar out of Everett. We got Dave B with Golden Fleece there in Everett. We got Larry and Andrea with Sonomas County APA League. Andrew Vincent with Bitter Apparel. We got Triple G Greg Pendergrass. Aaron Sullivan. Ford, a former board member of this tour. Valerie Swartz. Michelle Dryden. Sandro Menzel, an official NWPA photographer. Wendy Sheltsky, State Farm Rep, and Kenny Brown. We really appreciate y'all because most of y'all came in clutch in the last 2 days before this event got switched venues, uh, pulling the money together. I think there was over $4,000 added to this event, which is absolutely spectacular. So good stuff. All the local pool players also, not just businesses looking to sponsor, but those just trying to make this event be a productive one. This is the final stop number 7 here at Silver Star Saloon here in Vancouver, Washington. Definitely come check this place out. We got 21 7-foot diamonds, 2 9-foot. There are 2 valleys out front. So I expect to see some more events happening here with this number of table. It really opens up the possibilities. I know they just expanded here in the summer and kind of still adjusting to the different things. But man, the staff here has been fantastic. Food's good. Definitely come and check them out.
I can't wait to be there next weekend. Sounds like a great place. I have not been to Silver Star yet. Been meaning to get in there on my trips down to Portland and those areas. I never have stopped into Silver Star, so excited to go there for the first time.
Yeah, it caught me off guard because you walk in the front doors and you're walking right in facing the bar, and I'm like, man, where are all the tables at? And you take a left turn, you're like, oh, whoa, there's a lot of tables in here. So really cool.
Yeah, 20. Is it 22?
It's 22 total tables. 20 of them are 7-foot diamonds, and then there are the two valleys out front.
Okay. No 9-foot tables.
They do have 2 9-foot tables as well, and they're
So they have 22 7-foot diamonds, 2 bar volley tables, and 2 9-foot diamonds.
correct. They're not diamonds. I
Okay.
think I didn't check out what they are over there. I've been looking at this computer screen a whole lot, watching some good pool over the weekend, having a good time. Well, they are still on player break. I think I'm gonna
Grab another
over.
cup of coffee.
Oh, I'm on my 3rd one. I think I've reached that limit where like now I'm activated and anymore, and I start getting jittery.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, take a break.
All right, I am back. If you got 2 screens available, you can jump over to Tyrell Stream Hill Productions. Got Andy Camping and Stephanie Dirac playing. I think that Stephanie is up 3-2.
Yep, Stephanie Derkulik is up
Draculic.
2-2 versus Andy Camping. Yeah, that's a good matchup going on over there.
Yep, both of these are 5th place matches. We'll have one more stream on the Evo stream coming from here for the 4th place matchup, while Hill has the hot seat matchup happening. And then the finals will also be happening over there at Hill.
Yep. If you do have 2 screens and you're interested in watching the other one that's going on, Hill Productions, I've posted the link to that stream in the chat. It's always fun when you've got a couple of live stream tables and you can just watch all of the action possible. For those people who couldn't make it out and they want to watch at home, they're fun.
Most definitely. All right. Got Kira breaking. Hey, we got a ball on the break.
2 balls going to roll into a nice position.
I think this is the most available table after the break that I've seen for the breaker in the last couple of matches.
Right. I'm looking forward to the problem. I'm looking ahead to where the problems could be. The 4 ball does play in the bottom left corner. It's just the position from the 4 to the 5 is going to be the biggest trick of this drag. It's the 9 ball makes the 5 much harder to get positioned with.
Yeah.
So she's going to go for the 3-10 combo to try to end this thing early, saying, forget that. I'm not going to go for that tough run out. I'm just going to play the cue ball up table and do this 3-10. Get out of here. Get on the hill.
It's pretty thin. 3 ball is going to kind of get away from you. I don't think you can play it slow enough to leave it over by the 5. You could do that and run your cue ball down this way and kind of play a 2-way safe.
She went for it all the way, and cue ball comes back up, and we're going to see another 3-10 possibility. Are you going to fire the bank in here on the 3, or are you going to try the 3-10 combo? Personally, I'm going for the combo here because the shape from the 4 to the 4 is not great if you can bank the 3. Unless it's that perfect, sort of dead-on angle where you can just draw the cue ball back off the bank. What do you think, Trevor?
I'm analyzing. It's pretty tough. Like, my first instinct is maybe like trying to carom into the 10, but your chances of pocketing are much lower.
I prefer the combo versus the carom here.
Yeah, me too.
She's going to carom and gets safe. She might have been playing that safety the whole way.
That's kind of why I was thinking the carom is it lends to a more safe approach. Playing the combo from that line, the 10 has a good chance of jawing up, and you're above the 3 where potentially losing the game in the next shot if it does not go.
Yeah, I tend to favor combos over caroms for the most part, just because of my accuracy. I feel is much better with combo shots. That just tells you that I need to work on my carom game.
Get in there.
Man.
Oh, my goodness.
It was a good roll up with the cue ball to get shape on the 4 down the rail.
Yeah. Yeah. A little newer felt that would have dropped all day for sure. Good solid effort. Still pretty tricky to get from the 3 to the 4 in a way that's easy to get onto the 5. I think your ideal line is something like this. So kind of looking for this target area, center table. Me and Tyrell were talking about, I like that shot.
I like this a lot.
That's a great shot.
Yeah. Rail first, going to 2 rails, spin with the cue ball, gets you right into that line that you want to be in.
Yep. Guaranteeing a look on the 4. Not that this 4 is a hanger by any means. Peer it in.
Okay. The 4 is down, but the work is not over. The 6 ball. You want to be on this half of the table for the 6, right? I mean, you definitely want to be below this line, you know.
Yeah.
Side.
Yeah, and with the angle of juicing up and kind of bringing it clear back here, that's a big stroke shot. I actually think it's going to be a
It is
little bit closer to hitting into this area if you peer it in.
She juiced it, and she did get there, but she might get a little fortunate. Maybe not really, though. Nope. So, heck of a try. That was the shot. Just like you said, she had to really juice it, and that's where accuracy becomes really difficult. So, Kira now with a really good opportunity. The hard work is mostly done.
Yeah, I just don't want to get too thin on this 6. Does very well. This looks like a drill. Kind of working a circular pattern with your cue ball. Kind of like just rolling back out right about into that area.
Okay.
This is fine too.
Yeah, it's just going to get you a little bit further out of the right than you might want, but not bad at all. So there hasn't been any freezing today on your computer?
Not freezing. The internet's been we had a little bit of intermittence with Melina's match where it was a little laggy. Oh no.
She was really thinking about holding that cue ball. It wasn't really necessary, but that thought caused error, but not really leaving anything great here for Ashley.
You can play the 2 rail kick, getting it in that area and drawing your cue ball back near the 10 ball. It's fairly natural.
Okay, you got to be conscious of your speed on that one. If you don't get under the 10, you don't want that 7 leak running over there by that corner pocket.
Yeah. This is going to be pretty good.
And what a shot.
Wow.
That was perfect cue ball control. It doesn't matter where the 7 ends up if you can get there with the cue ball, right?
Yeah. That was strong. Because these long, wide angle kicks off of the long rail, man, especially out into open space like where this is at, is a very difficult ball to hit.
And even if you get the hit, you're probably going to sell out a shot if you don't make the ball, right?
Yeah.
Because there's nothing around to really hinder anything, unless it rolls into a funny spot on the rail or something like that.
Yeah.
You're high percentage to sell out.
I think this is going to come above the ball. It's just such a...
Yeah, she had to put a lot of right-hand spin on that to get it to swerve over. But I think she might have hit it too hard for that spin to really grab and throw the cue ball down to 7.
Yeah.
A whole lot to ask for. I think maybe the 2 railer might have been better from that situation to come into it 2 rails like that.
Yeah, that was a really good safety that bore fruit. I mean, that was a tough ball to hit, no matter how you looked at it.
Really was. 99% of us would have been giving up ball in hand there just like that.
Yep. I kind of like drawn back a little bit, kind of into this target area where you can kind of come 2 rails around to the 9 real natural.
Yeah, I like that. So she's got fairly flat on the 8 ball. Not a big deal when you're off the rail, though. If you're on the rail, that's bad. But off the rail, very manageable.
Yeah, you just want to get outside of this line here with your draw, because then you can just slice the 9 in and come back up naturally for the 10. You can be a little thinner on it, but it's just a little harder to control the speed of the cue ball. How did she hit it?
She hit it so good that she came up flat on the 9 now. So,
Yeah,
I mean, if she would have drawn it a little bit more, it would have been
yep.
good also, but she ended up in that sort of flat line area. And
Yeah, she can draw straight back. Yeah.
Yeah, she's able to cheat the pocket a bit.
Stun on over.
She looked like she's a little frustrated that she didn't get the action out of that cue ball, but this is fine.
Yeah, it's fine. I think it's just the reach and having to use the bridge.
On a 7-foot table, I don't think she's going to need the bridge with this shot. But
it's a long stretch. Not all of us are Alex Brown, where we're 6'4" or above, where we can reach the bottom rail from anywhere.
Right.
Or Chad Visconner.
So she's really taking her time to make sure that she's got this, wants to tie up the score. This is Ashley, right?
This is Ashley, correct.
And watch that cue ball as well. Don't want to let it go to the corner. Beautiful shot.
Very nice. I like taking that moment to compose yourself when you, even if you're okay, but if you get frustrated, you don't want to rush the shot. I like Ashley's time that she's spending on the table, realizing the significance of each shot.
Yeah. This is just well played by Ashley, taking advantage of the error by Kira, on that. I think it was 6 ball or 7 ball when there was, 4 balls left on the table. She had a really good opportunity to get out, and making that error. Ashley capitalized really nicely, even though she wasn't left an opportunity. She created one for herself after that. Great safety.
Yeah, I think that safety off to the 7 definitely won her that rack. Tina Julian in the chat saying beautiful indeed. Yeah, this is the 5th-6 matchup. We got race to 2. Go ahead and hit that share button. Let people in the Northwest know what's happening. Cue ball finds gravity and goes right into the drink, but the 2 ball rolls in a pretty awkward location.
It does. It's blocked by the 6 to the bottom right.
Like letting your cue ball potentially track right there off of the side pocket, rolling forward.
Yeah,
touchy speed shot.
Yeah, the only time you're attempting position like that is when you have ball in hand.
Yeah.
Right. She went too far. I was going to say, if you don't like trying to get into that narrow little window, there was also, there's always a safety look when you have ball in hand too. A lot of us, I think, sometimes miss the ball in hand safety opportunity. I am guilty of that as well. I'm not saying that that's was the correct play. Very good kick, and this is going to get blocked. Unless there's a window, I don't think there is. But
I don't think there is either.
But it's not too difficult of a jump. I'm not sure how well Ashley jumps, but you're not going over a full ball here. You're going over the edge, really. I just think the edge of the 9 ball.
Yeah,
I might almost jump this with my break cue.
There was a shot earlier in the match that I thought was only way to get at it was a jump, and I don't think I see Ashley with a jump cue over there, so she may not be one who enjoys jumping.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a small little edge that you have to get over.
Yeah.
And I would personally just use my brake cue, just elevate a little bit with the brake cue. It's got the hard tip on it, so just get enough little hop to just go right over the edge of the 9, and you can be a bit more accurate with, I think, a brake cue.
I think she's sizing up, maybe kind of coming at it this way.
Okay.
No, she's looking the other way. Oh, no, that's what she's lining up there right now.
Just looking at the 2 rail, calling the 2 in the top left corner, I believe.
Mm-hmm. And I mean, if you get a good hit and avoid that side pocket here, there's quite a few good things that can happen with some pace. Pocket speed, obviously, it's going to just kind of be down near around that hole. But
put a little bit of extra pepper on it just to.
Yeah, like you're not firing this ball, but like you're not slow rolling it either. But anytime you're kicking close to that side pocket, the points can make things get weird in a hurry.
Just came in a little too early on that second rail.
Yeah. I like the pace of which she struck the ball. Like I felt like that was a pace that would have warranted a lot of good results. But yeah, trying to avoid running into that side pocket came up a little bit high. It's a good safety, good kick safe from Kira. Now it's giving up ball in hand. Roll forward for the 4. It's good.
And on the other stream table, Stephanie Derkulik is up 4-3 over Andy Camping.
Yeah. Andy is at the table right now.
Oh, boy. Just rubs that first point. I thought it was going to just sort of find its way to the bottom of the pocket, but it didn't. So Ashley with another turn at the table after giving up the ball in hand. Gets to come back and have an opportunity at something. Doesn't really look like she's got the 4 in the side, the way the cue ball landed. I think she can see the right edge of the 4. Maybe a bank shot to the opposite side.
Yeah. Right? That's what she just called too. So we were all seeing it at the same time.
Watch the scratch. She was really focused. Oh, it might go. I was going to say, is she going to
might go the 3-railer?
Trevor Sickendick, a 3-rail bank. Didn't you get the highlight reel shot in Lincoln City for that 3-rail?
I did.
Different, but what were you, number 6 on the top 10? Something like that.
I think something like that. Yeah.
Melina Ortiz came up number 2.
Man, that stand 4-rail kick was
nobody was beating that.
Nobody was beating that. That's a highlight reel in any event ever. Yeah, pretty thin cut on the 4. Does so nicely. Get out of the way.
I like it.
Wow,
I like it.
Great speed.
That speed, man. Now, are you going to try to come through the window here? Are you going to try to come through the window, or are you going to try to come?
I like to go wide.
Wide, yeah, around it.
Like I'm looking to get along this line, like right in here.
I agree. A little bit of low, right, with your right, and that she just hit it too hard, and that's going right in the drink.
Oh
man, bummer.
Because actually, if that ball was coming in here and bumps into the 7, could have had some good results, but did not quite get there. Dang.
So hot seat match, I think I'm not sure if that started yet, but the hot seat match is Melina Ortiz and Catherine Robertson.
Yeah, so that match will be happening after this round. They're kind of doing each round individually.
Okay.
I think the hot seat and the fourth place match will be happening simultaneously. We'll have the fourth place match here, and Hill Productions will be doing the hot seat match.
Very cool. I
And
like
yeah,
it.
yeah, it'll be the winner of this match against the winner of Andy Camping and Stephanie Dirac. Is that correct?
Draculic.
Draculic. Okay.
Yeah. Just like it's spelled.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
Okay. I like it. It's like Ashley is taking full advantage of this extra opportunity that she's gotten in this rack, looking to take the lead.
Obviously, you'd like to be able to hold draw back up here, maybe like a touch of inside and a little slow draw, but the angle is a little bit of a cut. Rubbing into the 10 would be
Yeah, I don't like
near disaster.
it. Would you definitely want to avoid the 10? So
Unless
you
you
might
come into it full.
have to cheat the pocket just a little bit to take it, to this part of the pocket, so you can kind of straighten that out a little bit. She decides to go into the 10, and it got a little funny. She's gonna have to play this down the rail now. Gosh, if
Yeah.
that 10 stops a half inch sooner, it's an easy shot to the side.
Yeah.
I saw the hand gesture there from Ashley, just not super happy with the position here. But I think she's going to take a little trip around the table, walk it off, and put in the due diligence to the pre-shot routine and knock this thing down. I hear some applause over there.
Yep. Stephanie just got the match over Andy. I believe it was 5-3.
Okay. Congrats to Stephanie, and good job, Andy, for a great tournament. Coming in 5th, 6th spot.
Definitely.
Out of 45 players, and all good pool players. Okay. Looks
Big
like,
shot here.
yeah, and she knows.
First one to the hill. Yeah.
She knows it. I can feel the pressure of this shot from over here, and I'm a couple hundred miles away.
I mean, how awesome is this to be able to commentate a match remotely like this?
Shot.
Gins it. Ashley gins it.
Give it to Ashley Julian.
Beautiful shot there.
You know what I really am impressed with is the ability to not rush anything. She went through the stages of grief, whatever the 7 stages of grief. You didn't get what you wanted, and you're frustrated at first. Okay, now you walk around, you calm down a little bit, and you figure it out. And then, when you're ready, you get down to work and you put a good stroke on it. And on an important shot like that in a tied match, and that's the 10-ball game.
Yeah.
Really impressive. Shows her level of maturity in the game, in the sport.
Agreed. And it's not just that shot she's done it. She's done it this entire match. This is my first time watching Ashley shoot, so showing some good composure for sure. Dry break. Look at the 2 in the side. Both the 2 or the 1 and the 2 into the side potentially are anything but easy. Got Ursula in the chat saying nice to that last 10 ball. Tina Julian as well saying a nice shot. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. This match goes hill. Better see that share button, but Ashley with a chance to try and run this difficult out. Playing safe. Oh. Tricky little safe there. Gets the hook on the underneath side of the 9. This is a really hard ball to kick at and not sell out. And even if you pocket it, left with a pretty tough 2.
Good try.
Makes the 4-ball, 3-ball potentially
Yeah,
tied
that
up.
could be blocked. That's the first thing Ashley's doing, it looks like, is she's looking to see if the 3-ball plays. That shows her savviness of the game. Always looking ahead.
Yeah, I think she's looking to kind of draw anywhere into this large area here.
Yeah. Now, would you normally go forward, put the cue ball on the other side of the 1 and play that just as a follow shot instead of draw?
Depends on the day. If I'm playing with a Cyclops cue ball, for sure I'm drawing the ball, but we're playing with an Aramith red dot here. It just depends on the day. I think it depends on how I'm feeling.
So are you saying the Cyclops ball draws better?
It does. It's a little bit lighter. It's harder to get the ball to roll forward, carry the weight.
Yeah, I saw a cue ball comparison video one time where they weighed all of the different cue balls, the Cyclops, the Aramith, the red dot, green dot, like all of them. And they are all very, very similar. I mean, down to like less than a few micrograms, right?
But this game is a game of very small margins, and I
I
feel as a player that
Yeah.
it does make a difference. I saw that video too, and I was quite surprised by how
The
those
results?
small difference can have that big of a result change.
Well, I mean, and I wonder how much of it could be psychological, sort of placebo effect, I guess, or whatever. I don't know.
Ooh,
Very good
nice.
shot to pot that in the side and roll forward for the 4. I like the control there. Kira's in a good spot right now. Just needs to stay on the correct side of each ball is the key here.
Yeah, got pretty straight on this ball. Maybe a little bit of a cut. Wanting to kind of draw out to center table. So I think you don't want to get too straight on this 6. You definitely don't want to cross this shot line. You don't want to be anywhere on this side of it. Well, I guess you could. Pretty large area to
I
draw
agree.
back into.
A little bit more difficult if you go over to that right rail. So
Played that shot with top.
she did, and this is going to have to go in the side. This is a tester to slow roll this ball into the side pocket, but I believe that's all she's given herself. And you can't really stroke it in there because at that angle, it'll rattle out if it's going a little too fast.
Mike W in the chat is signing. It's all in your head, Trevor.
In your head.
There's a lot of things wrong in my head, so I'm not going to argue that fact at all.
But it's interesting how you would say that you would play a shot differently depending on which cue ball was on the table. Oh, she did have the corner. Oh, I didn't know that corner was available. Obviously, it was available if she shot that, and she got the leave on the 7 that she would have wanted. But missing the shot, coming up very fortunate to not give Ashley much of a look here.
Yeah, if I'm going to draw a line from center to edge, see if there's a full ball hit. I don't think so.
Yeah, she's going to
pretty close.
Either bank it over or play a safety somewhere.
I like the bank.
So she's going safe. This is not bad, but definitely a potential for Kira to take advantage of this if she can send that 6 ball all the way down the rail.
Yeah, and I don't think you can play this as a two-way just because it's got a little bit steep of a cut on it where you can't use the 9 ball as cover and shoot for the pocket. I think you have to commit to the hole or a safe.
She's going safe. She's going to draw the cue ball back to the rail and try to leave the 6 on the bottom rail. Oh, no, she's not. Never mind. She's going to drill.
Wow.
Drill the 6 ball.
Wow.
I don't know. The way she was aiming at it, I thought she was going to play the safety. Great shot from Kira.
Man, I'm just
cue ball to stop on the other side of the table so that she's got that nice angle on the 7. Should be able to float this in and hold for the 8. Got to watch the 10 ball there. Could get you in trouble.
getting the chat just tearing me up about things being in my head, thanks to John Scudder saying he feels at least in a similar case as me. So
yeah, well, everybody, everybody's got an opinion. Christian in the chat, welcome, Christian. Says it's in your head, but you're still in control. It's all in your head, but you're still in control. That's when you're having problems, when it's all in your head and you don't have any control.
The subconscious is a powerful thing that when we're thinking something, it does play a factor. This is a little stun follow, maybe? Or to stop the cue ball.
So she's going to the other side of the 10. She didn't want to mess with getting potentially stuck behind the 10 because, I mean, ideally you want to slow roll that, but you'd had to stop the cue ball like right before that line, and that's testy, right? It's a little nervy. But coming to the other side, she would need to go a little farther to have that 8 in the side is a pretty easy option. She's calling the bank. Here we go.
Oh,
try. Is it going to get blocked? It's not. Okay. So Ashley getting back to the table. You like the safe?
I like the safe, kind of hitting it full, letting the 8 ball kind of track along the first line, and cue ball coming back up, trying to get onto the 9 ball.
Mm-hmm.
But these are tricky.
Yeah, that's a tricky safe. You don't hit it just right, you could end up giving up the game.
Yeah, speed control is going to be... I just want to make sure that I'm getting the 8 ball to the rail past this point.
I think she's firing at this.
Are you serious? No way.
Nope, you're right. So it was containing, even though she didn't get the hide on the 9. She's got it contained, and I think Kira's going to go for a return safe, bringing the cue ball back up to the 9.
Yeah, especially if you can get the 8 ball to track in this line with some inside.
Yeah, that's a tricky one.
But, like, you can hit it a little bit wider.
I feel like the 8's going to go a little wider path, so you have to get blockage behind the 9 if you do this shot. Let's see what
also thin this ball and let your cue ball come back up this way. She comes up with her own shot.
Oh, and she's putting the body English into it. I'm not sure if she got blocked, but it certainly was a good safety.
Yeah, it's definitely very containing, and had it rolled that extra half of an inch, it would have been a very difficult ball to 2-rail kick at, or 1 rail.
Yeah, we're seeing some really good defensive play from both of these ladies. And Ashley being on the hill, Kira facing elimination on every turn,
Yeah.
One mistake and your tournament's over. But Ashley now, what's she going to do? Bank this? Nope, another safety. Okay. Opportunity for Kira to make it hill. Back cut this 8 ball with a lot of draw and a slow speed. Grabs off that side rail.
I like playing it with inside. A little bit of draw, let it bite. Come around, back out in this way. It's asking a lot.
Yeah, really. Now that I look at it, because of how thin it is, it might be the shot. But I don't think she likes that.
Might just like to play safe here. You don't want to.
Try to get the 8 behind the 9. Is that what she was trying for? She gets it to the rail.
Oof.
Okay.
Little unorthodox, but I think it'll work because that's tough.
Yeah, that was risky, being that your opponent's on the hill. That's a risky safe there.
Yeah, because
If she makes this, it's going to be probably a good opportunity to get out.
Yeah, because I think if you're just peering this ball with top, it's going to come out a little bit and then start to bend down this way. Pretty tough to. Pretty tough spot to decide to take that ball on.
Do you like just banking it down to the bottom rail and having the 8 sit somewhere around here?
Yeah, just going for a containing safe because kind of like a 3/4 ball hit.
She's banking it to the corner. And oh boy, here we go. Kira North. Opportunity to take it to Hill.
Mike in the chat. Yep, I am planning on being in Lincoln City for 8-ball in March.
Are you playing in all the events, Trevor?
I think I'm going to try out for the elite singles this time.
Nice.
We got a team put together for teams. All right.
Kira coming into that 10.
Coming into the 10 kind of lands pretty natural. You can kind of smooth this ball in and take the 10 on the side. Big pressure shot here, though.
Oh no! It was you're absolutely right when you said big pressure shot, and you saw the pressure in her body shooting, and that definitely caused its pressure-induced error right there. We all know. If you're a pool player, you know exactly what I'm talking about. That's just such a heartbreaker for Kira.
It is.
Played so well in this tournament, but there's really not much that she can do at this point. You never want to end a tournament like that, but great run for her in this event.
For the match. Confident stroke.
Yeah.
Claws around.
So
we're down to the final 4. Coming up next in a few minutes.
Down to the final 4 here in just a couple minutes. I'll go prep up the tablet and have that posted up. We'll catch you guys on the next one.
Yeah, we're going to end this stream, and we'll have another one coming up shortly with Stephanie Drakulik versus Ashley Julian. All right. See you, Trevor.
See ya. Whoever Daisy is in the chat, send me a message because I'm not sure which mic you are. We'll talk. All right. Talk to you later.